Ken, an obvious question, you must be very pleased with 83-point win in Brisbane.
Yeah, really strong performance again against a side who'd been in reasonable shape themselves, albeit they're a bit younger, but their midfield has been pretty dominant and they've been in games. They've led the Bulldogs by 6 goals. Been every game they've played this year, so to come up here on their home deck, which I'm sure they would have been setting themselves for a little bit. We were pretty strong, I reckon.
There was one period maybe in the third quarter where they fought back a bit, but for the most part the intensity was there for the 4 quarters. Did you feel that as well?
Yeah, I absolutely did, because I think AFL football's impossible. I think we'd love to play 120 minutes straight, have it all on our terms, but we know AFL football doesn't allow that to happen. The competition's too close, too even, and I thought today was pretty comprehensive in the amount of time that we controlled the game.
It's Carlton, Fremantle and Brisbane now by, I think, a combined 200 odd points. 3 games that I think supporters would realistically expect that you would win. Do you think the team's getting to a point where fans can now begin to trust the team a bit more, that they know what they're going to get?
Their choice. My choice is to trust them, as I have forever probably. Trust them, and they deliver pretty hard most weeks. If we want to continually go back, we're never going to go forward, are we? So as a footy club, we're staying in the forward motion. We're not looking back, we're going forward.
And what about the capacity to maintain defensive pressure even when the result's in the bag, and sometimes it becomes a shootout or junk footy, but to stay to your principles? Yeah,
I love it. I mean, we're 67 to 38 entries or something. And I think that's the key to a good side. The good sides do that all the time, and for us to keep trying to challenge ourselves to become one of those good sides is really pleasing.
Versatility's been one of the team's strengths this year. Travis out, Chad plays a lot more time on the ball. You look like you moved a few guys around again. Is that one of the weapons you're seeing?
Yeah, we hope so. I mean, we've got to be flexible, because you never know who you're going to lose and who you're going to get. And as we said, you lose Travis, you make some adjustments around that, but you don't lose your system. And for us, there's people within our team that have to play a certain way every week, regardless of their name, and that's what we rely on.
What about Charlie's game tonight? A lot of the weeks,
it's good for him, wasn't it?
A lot of the weeks his work can maybe go unnoticed or unrewarded, but tonight there was no mistake.
Yeah, no, he's been really strong for us this year, and he's really in with what we're doing, and he knows what he's got to do, and he's performing really strongly. And I think the boys recognise that, and that's what, probably from his point of view, that's all he cares about. The teammates are recognising his work. He's been a pretty good get for our footy club.
It's a big game for Wingard today in the midfield as well.
Yeah, his last 2 weeks he's been in the midfield almost predominantly the whole time, and he's been able to influence the game in a different way. It's not so much on the scoreboard. Obviously that's allowed Robbie to stay forward a bit more too, and some other players to play some slightly different roles. So, our whole pre-season we trained Chad in the midfield for that reason, and we started the year with a couple of games where we wanted him in a different spot. So Jacko forward, Westy up in the wing, the things that we've trialled, we've actually put into action. I'm pleased that they're showing some growth.
Is that just opportunity, Ken, or is he fitter, or why are you able to use him there now?
I think you weigh up how good he is as a forward. So you want to take that away and put in the midfield. But we think his composure around the ball, like Robbie, is quite good, and he works off Ollie and Brad and Sam Powell-Pepper really well. Those bigger body mids who do a fair bit of grunt, but Chad and Polly, those blokes go in at the top, for the ground ball themselves and win their own. But I think they put a bit of polish around the outside, which is important.
Skills are good too, Ken, like hitting targets, especially by hand, and it's always instinctive just to give it. And you must be pleased that they've sharpened up this year.
Yeah, again, we've trained something really specific right through the summer, and our ball movement, our ball use has been something that we've spent a lot of time on. I think we've still got a lot more growth to come, but at the moment we're pleased that we're showing those small steps are going forward.
You're happy for that fast game style, even though it can be risky at times just to keep it moving.
Yeah, I love it when we play fast footy, like everyone does. I think everyone loves their team playing fast, exciting brand of football, but it's just the composure at the right moments. I think we're getting better at that. All good?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. None.
No.